Welcome into Drew Daily Diamonds for Saturday, September 13th, 2025. I am Drew Martin breaking down the college football slate here, starting early. Let me know in the comments below what your picks are, where you agree, where you disagree. All is welcome, guys. It helps grow the show in the YouTube comments below. Smash that like button if you're liking the content. As we got first game up, 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 noon Eastern. It is the Clemson Tigers and the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. ACC matchup on ESPN, 52 and a hook being the total. Clemson, the road favorite, -3, pretty much across the board. There is some 3.5s out there. I'll tell you this with Clemson. Dabo Swinney's squad has not looked good this year. I mean, in comparison to, really the last decade plus with this Clemson program, they lost LSU. I thought LSU was the much better team. I thought it was even a bigger win for LSU than the box score really says. And then they come back against Troy last week and did not look good. The Troy Trojans stayed within that number really the whole game. So 0-2 out of the gate against the spread, 1-1 straight up for Clemson. I'm not looking to lay a number with them, particularly on the road. Bobby Dodd Stadium, a tough place to play there in Midtown Atlanta. I've been many times, and for big games, that is a great atmosphere there. And Georgia Tech, I mean, Brent Key, this is a tough team. We saw them go on the road to Boulder, Colorado, beat Coach Prime in Colorado. It comeback fashion. They really dominated them on the field. The score was a little bit closer than I really think it was. They dominated in the trenches as well. This team's 2-0 against the spread. They came back last week, played a FCS team, really dominated them, actually rested a couple players, including their quarterback, Haynes King. He should be back, ready to rock here. Again, great atmosphere at home, +3. I think the home dog's barking. If you want to sprinkle some on the money line, how about the Yellow Jackets? But +3 for the show. We are on Georgia Tech over Clemson. Got next one up, 4:30 Eastern, heading to South Florida for the Miami Hurricanes hosting the USF Bulls. South Florida at Miami here. Interesting, South Florida is taking the trip south to play Miami. Either way, 56 being the total, -17 and a hook. That is the Canes as the home favorite. Now, South Florida comes in, arguably the best resume in all of college football. They beat Boise State. They went into the swamp, knocked off the Gators. So 2-0 out of the gate, 2-0 obviously against the spread. They were dogs in both of them. They've actually beaten the point spread, what the odds makers with the betting public has priced them at, by already 50 against the spread points through 2 weeks. So they've been mispriced out the gate. This is one of those situations you really need to throw out the preseason kind of numbers for USF, because this looks like a lot different team. In my opinion, likely the team that's going to grab the G5 playoff spot. Now, granted, it's early, a lot can change, but Alex Golsh's team does look good, looks good in the trenches, not getting pushed around at all, a really good quarterback as well. Now, this is a tough trip here. I mean, 3 straight ranked opponents, last 2 on the road against Florida and Miami, in-state opponents. And Miami looked good against Notre Dame, at least getting the win at home. Game I was actually at watching that one. The fact is, though, Miami over the years, I mean, particularly against Mario Cristobal, has just looked flat at times. And sure enough, their head coach, Mario Cristobal, even to pass stops, is just 18-35 against the spread as a home favorite. So this situation, I don't think it really – Miami could win this game. Obviously, they're 17.5-point favorites. I don't think they blow out USF. I mean, and USF, this might be lightning in a bottle here. A team that is just massively underpriced, good quarterback play. I'm seeing as high as +600 on the money line. Hey, you want to sprinkle something on that? USF has been a huge moneymaker, but for the show, I think this is closer. I think this plays, 35-27, something of that nature. I think USF stays within this number. So we're going South Florida, the Bulls, +17 and a hook. And there should be a lot of USF fans there. A fun one in the Hard Rock. Guys, got one game left. It will be the nightcap for the show. Reminder, if you could comment below, it helps grow the show. Anything more than welcome. Any questions, fire away as well. Do have the recap here. We were off Friday, had a lot going on, but Thursday's show went 2-1 plus 0.9 units of profit. Almost went 3-0. the saying of every sports bettor out there, almost had the 3-0. Wake Forest gave up that lead they have against NC State. Either way, we'll take 2-1 plus 0.9 units of profit on Thursday. It brings the overall record to 2019 and 174. That's 55% since opening day in baseball on Drew's Daily Diamond, doing a bunch of picks each and or most days here on the WagerTalk YouTube channel. So 55% plus 39.7 units of profit. If you're interested in premium picks, check them out. WagerTalk.com, experts page. Drew Martin got the Saturday, Sunday slate here. College football and the NFL. We'll be in with some MLB as well. A lot of specials up for the weekend, for 30 days. All great choices there. Drew Martin experts page, WagerTalk.com. All right, nightcap 9:45 Eastern, 6:45 Pacific on Fox Sports 1. It is Air Force and Utah State. Mountain West matchup here. Opening up the conference play for both of these two teams. We're seeing Air Force anywhere from -3.5 to -4.5 favorites, depending where you're shopping. Make sure to shop around because both numbers are available. 50 and a hook being the total. Now, this is an interesting battle. I mean, coaching-wise, on the field, a lot happening here. Some question marks for sure. Let's start off with the two head coaches, Troy Calhoun and Bronco Mendenhall. Arguably the best coaching matchup overall, even though really nobody's going to be talking about it. It's two of the top 10 winningest head coaches in all of college football, number 1 and number 2 in the group of 5 conferences. So these guys have won some games for sure. Bronco Mendenhall, just in his first year here in Utah State, you might remember he was at BYU, then went to Virginia, then made a quick stop at New Mexico, and now is at Utah State. And he's racked up all his wins, almost all of them at BYU. He's actually just 41 and 45 since leaving BYU. Now, I think he'll get the Utah State program on winning ways. I just think it's a little bit too early to jump on them here. They just lost last week to Texas A&M on the road, having to travel back to Logan, get ready for an option attack against Air Force, who Air Force, they've been money. I mean, they really have for quite some time. I know last year they lost a bunch of games, but they did come back, win 4 of their last 5. They've only played 1 game so far this season. It's kind of an unknown for Air Force. I like the Falcons in this matchup, grabbing them at -3.5. I was waiting for -3. I had to record the video, but it might get down to -3. Either way, it is 3.5 here. But Air Force has been money on the road as well, 9-4 against the spread. Their last 13 and as an away favorite. Also 33-14 off of a bye week. That's something where I feel coming into this one, only playing their second game, I think they're a little bit underrated in the betting markets. I really do. And now Utah State having to play their second tough game against the option after playing an SEC team on the road. I think they struggle. I think Air Force wins by a touchdown, if not more. So we're going to go on the Falcons in the nightcap over Utah State -3.5. In recap, we got the USF Bulls. Sprinkle some on the money line to surprise the world, but +17.5 against Miami. And we're starting it off Georgia Tech +3, the home dog barking there against Clemson. Guys, that does it for the Saturday show. We'll be back early with Sunday NFL. Come back and join us. Until then, smash that like button, comment below, cash those tickets. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday.